and you let go of the rope and are taken down the river off the edge of the precipice.
Oh my God.
Running water is unpassable for vampires.
Felyn freaks for a moment.
Felon falls for a moment.
We killed Felon.
Oh my God, we killed
Oh my
Felon.
God.
Oh my God. Hello and welcome to Magic and Stuff, the D&D show with an animated twist. Today, while our players adventure through the dungeon, our animation team is going to bringing it to life for your viewing pleasure. Now don't worry if you're new to D&D, I'm here to explain all the rules to you. As always, I am your dungeon master, Jasmine, that bronze girl Bular. Let's meet our players.
Hi, I'm Meredith, and I play the demon paladin Freddy. She gives great hugs.
Hello, I'm Syzygy, and Mrs. Readings has one more thing to say. She has killed before.
Hi, I'm Riley. I'm playing Felon, a vampire rogue who likes a lot of blood.
Hi, I'm Liz. I play Icky the Wizard the Sorcerer. I'm young, dumb, and full of fear.
Felon, you are falling. And as you are falling, water rushing all around you, you think of the moment you were embraced. What was the night like when you first became a vampire?
Felon was alone. It was raining, it was dark, and on the edge of death, she sees a shadow above her, just so mysteriously, reach over her, and in a snap, he picks her up and embraces her for a small period of time. And at first she feels like everything's gonna be okay, she'll just slip into the darkness. And then all of a sudden she feels a pinch and then agonizing pain, of course. And she wakes up 30 days later.
In her own coffin.
In my own coffin. Felon feels her fangs, which are new to her. She looks at her skin, which is now a little bit more pale than it was before. And she feels like she escaped death, so she feels powerful.
That feeling only lasts for a moment, as also outside your coffin, you see a single rose wilting rapidly in the cold night air, and a note that just says, "Sorry, darling, but I'm not one for commitments." And Felon is left to navigate the undead alone.
Men are toxic.
He ghosted her.
Ghosted her.
Ghosted by a vampire.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And ever since then, Felon has always been on her own until that one night in the casino where she was looking above, watching all of the people below, and she spotted in her eye the lovely Mrs. Readings.
You fall through the water as these thoughts drift through your mind. At the bottom, you almost let yourself go and you plunge into the sweet embrace, almost of undeath again. You don't need to breathe. So being underwater for you is rather peaceful. And now that the rushing has stopped and the terror has stopped, you're surrounded by cold, dark stillness.
She opens her eyes really wide and thinks of Princess Shiitake and flies out of the water as she feels a little bit of connection and normalcy to how she's been undead and wants to keep going.
Amazing. The rest of you only have a moment to process your friend who has slipped with a quick over the edge of the water.
Wile E. Coyote, like, phew.
Until you see massive frongoid warriors who are not stopped by running water still approaching you and realize you will have just a few moments before you can probably make your escape here.
So we don't see Felon flying around. We just
watched her go
She
over
went
the edge.
down into the water, and you have a door behind
behind
you
the door.
that also goes down.
I would like to try to reason with them.
With the fungal creatures.
Yeah, so I don't know if they can understand a language, but it's worth a shot. This was a big misunderstanding. We didn't intend to harm you, and so I'm going to try to diplomatize with them. Gentlemen, please give us a moment to explain ourselves. We was walking and I had just taken a nap. And I admittedly was a little groggy, but we was just walking, me and my grandkids. In fact, it was my grandson Icky's birthday yesterday, and we was just walking, and all of a sudden, I think we must have tripped the alarm. But don't worry, we haven't taken a thing.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I use a help action and just look like so cute, so pathetic, and like, it was my birthday yesterday.
I'll give you a
Felons.
+2 for that.
God bless.
Yay!
Okay, now wait a second. If it's a +2, 20.
20. Yeah.
Wow.
The creatures pause, realizing that you don't mean them any harm, and lumber back to their posts, kind of still giving you a stern warning. You're not welcome back, but as long as you leave, they'll leave you in peace.
Shout out. Sorry.
Thank you.
It's really big. I'm sorry. I might have nicked something. I'm sorry.
I say in Sylvan, thank you for your understanding and patience in this weird time we are in.
I don't know what you just said, Icky, but it sounded great.
Thank you. It's one of my 2 languages that I know.
You have 2 whole languages.
I know, isn't that
Kids,
crazy?
So when Felon fell off the side,
Yeah, you
of
see
the
Noni
sluice,
nervously looking over the edge. Oh my
maybe
god.
we should find her.
We need to find a way down there.
Well-
She's the only person I like at this party.
Hey.
Oh, sometimes I say the things that are inside my head out loud.
Yeah,
Well,
we noticed.
that's called not having a filter.
Like, I don't dislike all of you, but like, Felon's like my bestie, and so like,
That's
this is.
fair. That's
We need to get down there, and I can't do it without you. So I need you to come and be my meat shield.
If we peer over the side of the cliff, can we see down there?
Pitch black.
Pitch black.
Well, she's dead. We really did everything we could. Mrs. Readings unfurls one of her documents from her purse.
You have death certificates for all of us?
We are her
Here's the thing.
grandkids.
You know, I want to make sure that my children are comfortable. And my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. And I care about all of you, but it's always important to be prepared for anything. So why don't you go ahead and sign right there.
I don't know if I want to sign.
And put your name down. How do you spell Felon? I'll just sign it for her.
There's a Y?
Mrs. Readings, everybody knows that death certificate's invalid unless you have the remains. So if you're right and the best party member, sorry, you're all equal, is dead, we still have to get the remains.
Of course, and I don't have some indiscriminate ashes in my bag in case of emergency. So you're right, we should definitely get the remains. Come on, kids.
Noni's like trying to look through your papers. If you try to hide them, give me a
Sleight of hand.
a sleight of hand check to see if you can like rifle the papers and cover them.
Jesus.
18.
Yeah, you're able to do it before she's able to cast a glance at it.
Nice earrings, Noni. You taking them off again?
You notice they're back on now.
Looks like we're entering somewhere new for you, Noni.
Listen, my business partner is gone.
I'm sorry for your loss. Actually, I have a document here that you might be interested in. Do you have the remains?
Felon really is gone, and the rest says she is. I am in the market for a new business partner. I'll give you my bag of holding if you give me 50% of the loot you find in here. But if Felon's alive, deal's off, and the deal's back on with Felon. Because I've already invested in that property, and I'm not looking to diversify.
You got a lot of big words for a little
All right.
baby like me.
You drive a hard bargain, Noni. But here's the thing. How about you let me hold on to that bag for now? We'll put it in my purse. Yeah, and at some point we'll renegotiate. We'll sign, cross the T's, dot the I's. We'll figure it out later.
Over Felon's dead body, and she angrily begins marching towards the staircase down.
Exactly. You don't have to tell her the Felon's already dead.
That's true.
That's now, children.
even think about
that's
that.
a legal loophole.
Technically, Felon is not dead. They're undead. The opposite of dead.
Deceased.
Yeah, what paperwork do you have for that?
I work under human contract. I under human contracting, there's no clause for that. So let's go down and go
All right,
find the
let's
remains.
go.
I consider writing that down on one of my many fast food pamphlets that I think are spells.
Your Snickers wrappers.
Yeah, there's Snickers wrappers, airport chocolate wrappers.
I worry so much about the things that Icky learns.
Where has
I am
Icky
the real
been?
life Icky that's just collecting garbage in my purse.
Don't worry, mine is all receipts from like Target.
We all have a little Icky in us.
Yes, especially me.
So do the stairs lead down to where?
The stairs are going in a downward direction, and you know this drop is also down.
Okay, yeah,
so
that makes sense.
You don't think Noni's on the wrong track going deeper into the dungeon.
Okay, I lean over the cliff. I'm like, Felyn, if you're still alive, well, how do I say this? You're never alive. If you're conscious, we're coming to get you.
I have
So
an
stay
idea.
put.
I have an idea. Could I discern? I can't discern how far down this cavern
It's like
goes.
pitch blackness. You can maybe try throwing something over the edge and see if you can hear the.
I'm just wondering if it's over 120 feet down.
There's no way to know.
If only you had an acorn to drop.
I mean, I have other things in my bag. Like I've got this little bowl that looks like a pumpkin, but I do like that bowl. So no.
It's not worth it to drop that.
I probably have like some sort of rock I found on the ground, and just picked it up because it looked nice. And I just like, there will be another rock, and I toss it over to see if I can discern how far down it goes.
As you drop it over the edge, you hear silence, just the rushing of water, and then give me an intelligence check to see if you can discern how far down that is.
Okay. I think it's just a straight 13.
250 feet, give or take.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, close.
Felyn's dead.
I hope you're alive. We miss you. And I just like hold on to Freddy's horns. I'm like,
Yeah.
she'll be okay.
It's all right, buddy.
We'll get down there. It's
Well,
fine.
we're gonna save her. It's
And I
fine.
kick
She's
my little
definitely okay down
As
there.
you're looking over the edge, you see a toadstooled creature also looking over the edge.
Oh.
Oh.
Ugh.
Well, that was sorry. Hello.
You reek of life. Gross.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I get that a lot.
Gross.
Oh.
Gross.
All right, you can't just go around saying
Her little
that.
cuttlefish eyes.
That's a little rude.
Ah, look at your eyes. Jumping
body.
jaws.
Well,
you don't have to be rude
Body
back.
Oh,
heat.
sorry.
Gross. She's like looking over the edge too, and you see her pull out what looks to be like a little fuzz-covered mushroom, like a dandelion. She closes her eyes, and you see a million little dandelions go down over the edge of the water. She just goes, "Don't worry, I got your back."
You made a friend.
She gathers up her little sack, narrows her eyes at everyone else, and then waddles back into the forest.
Goodbye.
It was nice to meet you, even though it came off kind of like we didn't like each other. I hope you have a good day.
You reek of life.
I
Cute,
get that a lot.
stinky.
I get that a lot.
Stinky.
They don't make
You don't
deodorant
like
in the
this mushroom,
Feywild.
child.
I've already learned a lot about mortality.
I sense a fight in the future. Our division is past. All right.
Let's go down the stairs.
Wait, so this figure is gone. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, kids. Let's
There's like
go
a
find
small
your
little
friend.
wisp of spores as she lets out another nervous fart on her way out.
Early.
They make pills
I
for
hate
that.
it here.
One gets in your nose.
This is how you get fungal eye. Let's go.
And she says, we're stinky. God.
You're not stinky, buddy. It's just if you're
No,
stinky, we're all
I understand.
stinky.
My stench can be a bit much.
All right, let's go.
You all go down deeper into the bowels of the dungeon and find yourselves in a wide open, almost like hall. It has pillars on either side. And at first you think you see more pillars in the middle of the room. And then as you get closer, you realize there are statues dotting the room everywhere. The cold stone of their faces looks like they've captured like life itself. Only the most skilled sculptor could create such beautiful visages. And you hear water crashing down out of two large mouths that are shaped almost like reptiles, like into two large fountains on both sides. And then further ahead, you hear more water.
Meredith is like, there's a Medusa in here, but Freddy wouldn't know that.
What even is a Medusa?
Well, if the water's that way, Felon's probably that way. So let's head through this hall.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong in this room of scary statues?
You move forward towards the rushing water, and sure enough, the room kind of opens up even more. There's like a tapered archway near one end, and you see like a beautiful natural water fixture that kind of comes up to the beautiful smooth flagstones in front of you. You see somewhere up in the cliffs like one waterfall, and then you see another one crashing down. And there on the banks you see Felyn,
Felon!
somehow alive, but a little bit the worse for wear. Felyn,
let's run
give me a wisdom saving throw to see how well you dealt with the emotional turmoil of this experience.
Ooh!
A 19.
Yay!
You only take half of the damage. You take 8 psychic damage, but you're okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna give Felon a really big hug. Felon!
She takes a couple extra damage.
I lean over and probably can't reach and pat my little hands on
and she
on
feels
Felon's head.
You did also see, when you recovered, a bunch of little, small, almost dandelion-looking fronds kind of come down from you, like comfortingly from above.
Felon, are you okay? What happened? Are you alright? We thought you died. Well, you're already dead, so we don't really know what the whole deal is with that. But are you okay?
Yeah, I'm happy you guys are here.
Oh,
Okay.
oh Felon.
Okay, that's
Felon, it's like we're friends. Felon.
So
Yes.
glad that you're all right, Felon.
Yes.
Can I?
Mrs. Readings, what was that? What was that?
I was just saying that every life is a blessing, and even an unlife such as yourself. But now that you're down here, where are we, Felon?
Why are you I don't know where we are. I fell down a waterfall. That was
Okay,
like
and you couldn't take a look
200
around?
Give me a perception check to see what you've gathered since your fall.
Got dark vision, come on.
5.
With the 5, the only thing you notice is kind of what they noticed. A bunch of beautiful stone sculptures. And then the other thing you picked up is a horrible smell.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I mean, I see these statues, but
Felon just went through something traumatic. Give her a break.
All right, well, I
Thank
mean,
you.
if we're
Thank
gonna
you.
split up, then the least you could do is,
right, split up.
take a little.
Would you like me to push you down the other waterfall? Let's-
Honestly, at this point, it would probably be faster than me taking another set of stairs.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
You're very lucky the undead member of your party fell and not anyone else, because they're about the only one out of you that can't drown.
Yeah.
It's true, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Just saving the day once again.
Yes, it's Felon is carrying us all on her back. I was wondering if it would be possible to find the source of the smell.
Oh yeah, it smells
powerful
horrible in
snooter.
here, and in fact, you already see Noni kind of like moving in a direction. Like, oh god, what is that? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, what is that? Do you smell? Oh god.
Yeah, it smells pretty bad.
When you smell, girl, take us to the shores.
As you say that, you see her moving forward a little bit like a pug, shaking her little hips,
Just yes-anding.
all the way to the other, like sort of the other bank. You're kind of on this like thin spit of flagstone that's surrounded by the rushing water of this canal that's like pushing water through here. And it kind of almost looks like a little bit like a dead end. Noni kind of leads you back through that arched doorway into the room with the statues. And as she does, she brings you to one corner near one of the large fountains that's in there, kind of gushing down water out of a reptilian mouth. You see the massive, hulking, rotted form of some reptile creature that's been rotting here for a while. Everyone give me a perception check.
Jesus.
I got it at 20, we all.
Woo!
Damn.
Look at that.
5.
Was that like the
20.
first one?
Yeah, because we roll so awful.
Oh my god.
I got a 6.
Doing great. We're all doing
I have a
great.
19.
The two of you see it immediately. You catch it a little bit faster. As you're sitting looking at this massive, disgusting, stinking creature, you notice the flesh ripple a little bit. And the two of you dive out of the way as from inside the corpse burst two small reptile creatures, kind of biting and snapping at the two of you. Everybody give me an initiative roll.
Oh, it had babies.
I was gonna say, would it be possible for me to like yank Freddy's head like towards like away from?
Yeah, with the nat 20, I'll give them disadvantage on their attack to Freddy.
Yay.
I guess screw Felon though.
I guess so.
It's a good thing that you gave disadvantage because I rolled a 20 on the die. So that's a 16 to hit.
Oh, for me? That just barely misses. I'm 17.
Okay, perfect. And then the other one's on you. It's only a 9.
Okay.
So you see two of these small, chubby toddler forms come bursting out of the side of the creature. One takes a snap at you and you manage to wheel out of the way, and the other one takes a snap at you and you're able to bring up your gauntleted arm and deflect the blow.
I got a 14.
11.
I got a 19. Switch to the
13.
button.
I just wanted to get initiative out of the way so we had like a turn order going forward.
Yeah.
You're not bound to combat if you don't want to.
Okay.
You see two chubby baby basilisks, each with still their baby teeth in, which are much like puppy teeth, sharper than normal basilisk teeth, snapping and lunging at both of you. The slightly chubbier of the two goes first, but instead of snapping at you, it snaps at its brother. Failing to penetrate the hide, but still nipping it pretty hard. And then you see the other one kind of snap back at it. And they kind of like are fighting each other and also kind of fighting you because you're there. You're up, Icky.
Iggy's going to cast Firebolt at probably the chubbier one since it seems more vicious.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Oh, ouchie poo.
That's a 10.
You do not hit.
You just send a fireball off from my shoulder and it lands.
Not a fireball, that would be.
Sorry, a firebolt.
I don't have that spell yet.
Freddie, you're up.
Okay, I mean, I was like reaching for my sword, looking at these guys, and I'm like, these are kind of babies. I don't know how I feel about this. I want to try casting command on the two of them.
Go
if
for
I
it.
cast it a second level, I can do 2 creatures, yes?
Amazing. Yes, you can.
And then that's a DC Wisdom 13.
Wisdom. I swear to God, I have 2 nat ones on both
Oh my
sides.
gosh.
They both fail, and in fact, as you command them, you see the chubbier one just slam its butt on the floor in a sitting position, almost like it's like, and then the other one, I feel bad for this one. This is just like, he's kind of struggling. He just kind of like lops over on one side.
Oh.
Like the way cats do when they want a pet, just goes,
You scratch the belly.
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel down and I'm gonna give him a little scritch.
I feel bad that I shot a firebolt.
give
at
me
it.
an animal handling check. That's gonna be a little bit tougher.
I have proficiency in it.
You should at this point.
It didn't even matter because it was a 5.
Oh no.
But I'm giving him a scratch anyway. I'm like, wait a second. Because my command was like, halt. And they both stop. And I'm like, oh, but he's just a little guy.
We're collecting little guys.
And I'm
at
going to
this
get
point.
down. I'm going to be like, hey, little guy. How are you doing?
All right, we'll resolve that in a second. Mrs. Reading, what do you do?
I don't know what spell you used, but it can't be forever. So Mrs. Reading's, she's just kind of standing in the back, and she's going to use one of her spells.
Yeah, which spell would you like to use?
She is going to cast invisibility on herself, and she's just going to fade away. 'Cause
Amazing.
She's like, they're going to start nipping. I don't want to be around for that. So, all of a sudden, poof.
You fade from view. It is the other basilisk's turn. Now that it's its turn, much like cats, the belly was a trap.
Yeah, I'm realizing that now. It was a belly petty trap.
It's going to use its little puppy teeth to attempt to like bite you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, no, that goes. pierces the metal of my armor.
Yeah, you see the little teeth just get kind of like all the way up into
Ow.
your armored fingers. It doesn't really understand bite pressure yet,
Yeah.
and it deals 10 points of piercing damage
ow.
as the impossibly sharp little rose, almost like a little needles, just pinch right through your plated hand
Yeah,
and
okay.
into your flesh.
That's great. Love that. Love that for me.
Something else happened.
Oh, Jesus.
You're still on Freddy's shoulders.
Yeah.
The two of you give me a Constitution saving throw. Also, like newborn animals, their eyes are like mostly closed. As it like gets excited when it bites you and its eyes open.
Yeah, I'm realizing this now.
They're like Pixar eyes, guys. They're so cute. They're like the big
Constitution?
pupils. Yeah,
It's a
Constitution.
19.
19, amazing.
I think that's a 12.
You start to feel your body become rigid.
Cool.
You notice that your hands begin to turn to stone.
Is this something that I'm gonna understand when I'm older again? I need help.
Do I like
I need
feel
an adult.
Icky on my shoulders slowly becoming heavier?
Yeah.
I need an
Yeah,
adult.
a little bit.
I'm like, wait, Icky's never been this hard to carry on my back.
I need an adult.
I'm fine, right? Am I doing okay?
You're fine, yeah.
Okay. I like reach around, grab Icky, pull them on my shoulders, look at them. Ah!
My head.
Yep. But the basilisk, now that it's like done biting you, it's still obeying your command. Like
That's
there's
true.
one still sitting and the other one is still kind of flopped on its side.
I'm like, you two, sit there.
Felyn, what would you like to do?
Felon wants to hit it with its dagger.
Okay.
She doesn't care that it's a baby. I'm sorry.
Which one?
The one that bit Icky.
Well, a bit Freddy. I just looked at it. The one that is causing me to turn into stone.
Right, that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit. You're gonna roll a d20 and add your melee attack plus 6.
Rolling. So I got an
hit.
18.
That's a hit. Go ahead and give me 1d4 and then add 4 to it.
6.
6. Your dagger meets its mark. The basilisk immediately drops your hand and almost like reels from being frightened by it. Roll an intimidation check.
A nat 20.
Hell
Yeah, it starts to run away.
Oh.
It does not like what you just did. Instead of laying on its side, immediately like squabbles onto all fours and tries to skitter away, but its paws are a little bit too big for its potty. The chubby one doesn't like that you did that, only he can bite his brother. He's gonna try to bite you.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
So I have 13 as my armor, so it hits.
So it hits. It does 6 points of piercing damage, and as it does, its eyes open. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
It is a 6.
You also begin to feel your body turn to stone. You feel your fingers get rigid and you feel like where the bite originally hurt. You don't bleed because you're a vampire. Now, as its eyes open and take you in, you start to feel the pain isn't there anymore. And then you see like the rest of your flesh becoming a darker gray than usual as your fist kind of stays clenched in that same position. Icky.
Yes.
It is your turn.
I don't even know if I can cast spells or anything. Just like I've got little.
Well, you're turning to stone. You're not stone yet.
Okay, is there a way I can try to save?
It'll happen at the end of your turn.
Okay, cool. Let's see. I could try to do firebolt again, but that kind of seems like.
Well, the one that began to petrify you is fleeing away.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check
Okay. I don't have
to
a
see what
plus.
you know about petrification and basilisks.
For sure. It is a 10 again.
All right.
Somehow.
You don't have a modifier?
Nope. I
Really good
not that
wizard.
Gonna be hard to get into wizard school with that.
Really good wizard.
I'm such a good wizard, you guys.
You're not sure how the petrification works, but you're not completely turned to stone yet, so
Okay.
you can cast spells.
I guess just to like drive home. Yeah, get out of here, you meanie. I cast a firebolt at the one fleeing. Firebolt.
At the one fleeing, yeah,
At the
roll
one
to hit.
fleeing. It's a nat 20.
Ooh, you nail it right in its little rear quarters. Firebolt is 2d10.
2d10. Do I add for a nat 20? I'm not sure. Or...
Technically, rules as written, you don't, but I usually allowed an extra damage die, so go for
okay.
it.
We got 6.
And then add for the crit.
7.
7.
So 12.
The 12 points of fire damage go and collide against the basilisk's rear quarters, and it flumps over, knocked unconscious.
13. I'm sorry. I'm good at math.
I was like, yeah, okay.
Question about being unconscious. So I'm still from an old D&D world. Can you coup de grace something that's
Yes.
great? So Mrs. Readings is obviously invisible.
Oh, that's right. Jesus.
When you attack, when you're invisible, it pulls you out of it. As the little creatures flumped over unconscious, from all of the work that Icky did, you just suddenly see this knife just right into like the basilisk, like the underside of the neck. Mrs. Readings just starts trying to like just cut right through it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, you might need a basilisk fang or poison to undo the stone.
It's fine, kids. This is nature. You know, this is how we used to eat back in the day. So let me just get this in case we need it for a poultice or something.
Okay.
So she's attempting a coup de
Your
grace.
assassination works. It's going to happen on your turn, which is after Freddy's.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got one lesser restoration, and there's now 2 of you becoming turned to stone. So we really gotta hope that basilisk plan turns out with your fangs.
Hey, I mean, you know, it's like with this snake. You
Speaking of, at the end of your turn, give me a Constitution save.
Oh gosh. 17.
You don't continue turning to stone.
Yay! Everything's okay.
Well, you hold up your stone thumb.
It's like everything's okay.
Yeah, you're starting to shake off the effect a little bit. It's almost like a cramp that you're soothing or stretching out.
Just like attempting to close the hand and like, it's universal.
yeah.
Freddie, what would you like to do?
I don't think I want to kill these little guys. The other one's just sitting there, right? The one that had bit Felon?
Yeah. It like bit Felon and it opened its eyes a little bit, and now it's just like doing like "Arr," thing puppies do.
Can I try to use my action to just like pull it off of Felon, but also maybe try to keep my eyes closed as I'm going at it?
Yeah, this is actually a very good instinct you have.
Yeah?
Give me a nature check.
Let's see if the roll reflects that it's a good instinct. It's a 6 minus 1.
A 5?
5.
It's really funny because as a player you have the absolute right instinct, but you don't know why. Maybe
Yeah.
it was an old wives' tale you heard. You're not sure exactly how it works.
I vaguely remember
But you
Mrs.
cover
Reading saying
your eyes
something.
and grab the basilisk.
Yeah.
And you are able to easily pull it off. Your strength modifier is high enough that this is not hard
Yeah,
for you.
I'm like, hey, bad. No, don't do that.
Yeah, and it's still kind of the effects of the command spell work. And
Yeah.
so as you like close your eyes and pull it off, you do feel in your hands like it kind of like goes back into like the sitting, but like kind of half propped up by your gauntleted hand position.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my hand off of my eyes and slap it over his eyes. And I turn to Felon, I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
As the basilisk eyes are covered, you realize you stop turning to stone.
Hey! Oh God.
Maybe not great, but
What if the cure is we have to kill them so their eyes are closed forever?
Oh, you want me to take out the eyes?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'm still on your shoulders too, just like, that might be the only way. I don't know.
Oh God, yeah, I see the 2 stone arms on it.
And you just feel like 2 stone cold arms like placed back on your head.
As you're like placing your arms on the back of Freddy's head, you realize like they are starting to become flesh again.
Oh good. All right, cool.
Because you were never fully petrified.
We're good, guys.
You pop the eyeballs out
Oh Jesus.
and stand over like this like sort of half butchered basilisk body, and Noni's kind of standing next to you and is like, yeah, that leather goes for a lot. The scales and the yeah,
We
you
can make a
it.
soup
That's
out of
purse
this.
sized. That's
Yeah.
purse sized, I'd say.
Be a nice handbag. All right, let's get the skin then.
Oh my God.
She just starts skinning.
And that's gonna be where we end our episode.
No!
Grandma needs a new bag, children. Look away.
This will be your birthday gift in a couple years.
When you're older,
Hopefully I'm here.
I'm having a bad time.
this will be vintage.
Is it your dagger that you're using?
yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at mine. Oh wait, no. 200, that's more than 120. I went to college anyway.
That wasn't Icky math, that was Liz math.
That was list math. I went to art school.